Hey everyone, welcome back. So another tough week, obviously for Bitcoin, the miners, even the stock market had a pretty tough week after the Fed minutes work came out on, what is it, Tuesday or Wednesday they came out? I think on Tuesday they came out and everybody panicked and started selling. So let's take a look at each of the miners, see how they did this week, and then we'll take a look at how they compare to Bitcoin. We'll take a look at Bitcoin as well. And then we're going to be working on a Argo video for the December numbers. We'll get into that obviously in the next video, and then possibly another video after that if I got time today. So hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Let's get into it here. So obviously this is not for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Do your own research. Don't fall for scams. Spam posts get reported and deleted. So here's Argo right now. Argo is at $1.13. We can see that here on the daily chart that it has just continued going down. We have obviously reached our lowest here at $1.08 here. Looks like this week or yesterday. Since then we were at $1.09. So we continue to see this down pressure from the miners. Obviously, people are selling because Bitcoin's falling down in price. We do have obviously Argo providing their December update, which we'll do a video on that later on today. Some of the other companies also provided theirs. Bitfarms provided theirs as well, so the video is out on that. They are at 429, obviously, at the end of the week here. They were down 5.3%, and they are also right now, I'm trying to see if there's any kind of support here. We may have some support here at the $4.12 or $4 roughly. We've seen this touch it a couple of times and bounce off of it, so we'll see if we get support there. Obviously, it all depends on where Bitcoin goes. If Bitcoin goes down lower, these guys are going down lower as well. Cleanspark also provided their December numbers, so the video is out on that one as well. And they are at 814 right now. They hit a low of 790 here in the last week. And we continue to see this downtrend here in the stock price. And we're seeing it in all the stocks basically. So they were down $1 or 1.93% on the day yesterday. Digihost was down also 1% to $3.75. And Digihost has not provided their December update yet. So we'll wait for that. Maybe next week they'll come out. We have a couple of these guys that haven't provided. Digihost, DMG, Hive, I think Iris also, and Mawson hasn't provided theirs yet. But right now, it's anybody's guess as far as what's going to happen with Digihost, just like with the rest of the miners, so we'll keep an eye on that one. DMG was actually up 2.29% yesterday to 59 cents, but we can still see that clear downtrend here happening in the stock price after it reached a high of 135 here back in, when was that, 11/20. And no other news here to report on. Hive reported their filing of prospectus supplement and automatic exercise of special warrants. So this is the Canadian shares that are going to get diluted for the 115 million, whatever they are getting for that. This does not affect the U.S. shares. And they are at $2.29. They were down $4.56. And we may have support. I'm trying to see if there's any line of support here anywhere. We may have support right around here, it looks like. Possibly around the $2 mark, we may have support. But regardless, Bitcoin goes down, they're all going down anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we have support there or not. Let's take a look at HUT. So Hut 8 also provided their December update, so that video is out as well. We can see here on HUT that we had this clear downtrend here. We broke out of it, obviously when Bitcoin kind of faked us out a little bit, and now we're back down to that downtrend here as well. So they reached a low of 648 here in the last couple of days. They are at 661 right now. And they provided obviously their numbers, so that video is out. Iris Energy had basically the same thing as Hut 8. We had a little fake out here in Bitcoin that made the price go up, and then we've obviously come back down. And that's only at 1173 here for the low, and we're at 1199. So we'll monitor this one as well, see what happens here. But no news from them yet as far as their December numbers. Marathon provided their December numbers, so that's out. They're at $28.49 right now, and they reached a low of $27. And we can still obviously see that drop here. This was a big drop that we had here after that SEC investigation news came out. Or when did that come out? Yeah, that was that news that came out from the SEC, I believe. We had a big drop in the price here. Mawson is at 525 right now. Obviously clear, distinct drop here, and then we had the fake out from Bitcoin, and we're back down to 513 was the low, and we're at 525 right now. Mawson has not provided their numbers yet for December, so we're waiting on those. And then Riot obviously provided theirs. Video is out on that one as well. And they are at $19.45 for the low here on the day yesterday, and they're at $20.36 right now. So also did a video on Core Scientific yesterday, comparing them tomorrow on Riot. So Core Scientific right now, if you guys want to take a look at the video, it's kind of interesting. They're about the same size of Riot and Mara combined right now, and actually a little bit larger. So let's take a look at Bitcoin here really quick. So we got the Bitcoin hash rate right now. Bitcoin hash rate continues to go up higher. We've reached a new high here on the average, 7-day averages. We are at 183 million. Our previous high was 181.7, and then the previous high was back in May when we reached 180. So we continue to get new highs in total hash rate, which is a good sign. You know, miners obviously believe that things are going to either turn around or the price is going to go up. But I'm not seeing also that we've heard some news obviously this week from Kazakhstan, and they're blocking internet, but I've not seen that in the charts. If you look at the raw values, I mean, we've had some little dips here from 184 down to 138. So that might be that dip there in hash rate, because I think it was accounted for like 12% of the hash rate. So that might be it, or part of it at least, for that dip. But otherwise, it looks like things are back up online right now. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is trading down. It's at 41,468. We've obviously seen this trend line here going down. We broke out of it. I thought we were possibly going to get a new support and go up higher, because we went over the 200-day, or the 20-day crossed over the 200-day, which made me think that this was a good sign. But we came back down below it, and then we're obviously falling below our previous support at 44,800 roughly. 44,500, somewhere around there. We've fallen below it. Now we touched our next support line, which was 40,500 roughly over here. We touched it nicely yesterday, and we bounced off of it a little bit. So we'll see how this plays out, whether we fall below it. If we fall below it, we're possibly going down to, possibly I would think maybe 37,000, right around this range. Where is it? Right around here, we had some support, looks like, right around 37,000. So we'll see what happens with this over the weekend. Obviously, RSI is nice and low. I would like to obviously see some capitulation in the market and possibly start a reversal trend to go back up, but we'll have to monitor things how they progress. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is right now at 3,142. It has definitely fallen way below our support here at almost 4,000 mark. And our next support line might be right around, I hope it doesn't happen, but it looks like we touched it right here, the 3,000. We touched it yesterday, and we're bouncing off of it a little bit today, but we're still down. So we'll see if that 3,000 line can hold it, or if we fall below it. If we fall below it, I think we're going down to possibly 2,750, somewhere around there. So RSI is really low. It's looking like it's really oversold. So we may get a bounce from here, but we'll have to see what happens. So things are not looking good right now, guys. It's pain in the market. So we'll take a look at that tomorrow, see how things progress as well. I wish I had better news for the new year, but it is what it is, and we just follow the numbers, and we'll provide you with updates. All right, so let's take a look at the miners here. So as you can see on the chart here, everybody is in the red, whether it's the 1 week, 4 week, 8 week, 12 week. Regardless, it doesn't matter when you bought it, you'd be in the red right now. So, it's like I keep saying, not financial advice, but, research as always, but, it's these types of market conditions that offer sometimes the best buying opportunities. Obviously, do your own research on that. I've been buying, obviously, in the past week. I bought some more Cleanspark, Bitfarms, and I bought some more Rivian to dollar cost average in a little bit. And we'll see if things continue to go down. We may do some more dollar cost averaging on that as well. But so here's what we got. So Argo obviously provided their December numbers. That video will be out later on. Bitfarms provided theirs, Cleanspark, Hut 8, Marathon, and Riot. We're still waiting on Digihost, DMG, Hive, Iris, and Mawson. But here's what we're looking at right now. So Bitcoin obviously finished out the week at 41,557. Argo 114, Bitfarms at 429, Cleanspark at 814, Digihost at 375, DMG at 59 cents, Hive at 229. Hut 8 at 661, Iris at 11.99, Marathon at 28.49, and Mawson 5.25, and finally Riot at 20.36. So if we look at the weekly performance on the charts here, let's do it descending. Bitcoin obviously was down 10%. So Riot, DMG, and Argo did better than Bitcoin. Everybody else here on the list fared worse than Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the chart here so we can see it. So obviously Iris was the worst performing on the weekly chart, followed by Mawson, Digihost, Hut 8, Bitfarms, and then Cleanspark, Marathon, and Hive. Obviously Bitcoin was down 10% on the week, and Riot did better than Bitcoin, down 8%, DMG, and Argo was down the least. Now if we look at the 4-week chart here, descending, we can see that, go to 4-week, there we go. We can see on the 4-week chart, Digihost did the best, followed by Argo. So Argo has been kind of outperforming, at least the price drops less than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's down 10% on the week as well, on the 4 weeks. And then we got Bitfarms, Hive, DMG, Iris, Riot, Hut 8, Marathon. Cleanspark and Mawson was the biggest loser here, down 33%. Cleanspark was down almost 30%. So it's red in the streets. If we look at the 8-week here percentage mark, let's sort descending and then come here. On the 8-week, we can see that everybody's pretty much down. Bitcoin is down 28% on the 8 weeks, and everybody else is over that, 33% for Digihost, 38% for Argo. DMG is down 39%, Riot is 47%, Hive is 45%, Bitfarms is 47%, Marathon is 47%, Hut 8 is down 50%, Iris is down 51%, Mawson is 53%, and Cleanspark is down 54%. And I think it's pretty much the same way or a little bit different for the 12-week. So if we look at the 12-week here, you can see Cleanspark. Iris obviously came on the market in November, so we don't have all that data for that part. But Cleanspark is the one that has done the worst here in the 12 weeks, followed by Mawson, Marathon, Hut 8, Hive, Argo. Bitcoin is obviously down, so these guys in the 12-week performed better than Bitcoin, DMG, Riot, Digihost, and Bitfarms. So interesting information. Obviously, we'll kind of keep an eye on it, see what happens going forward. But it's right now, it's anybody's guess as far as what Bitcoin's going to do, and the only way we're going to know is after it happens. So we'll have to see what's going on with the sentiment in the market, and then are we going to get a bounce possibly before we go down a little bit more? Maybe. I just hope we're not getting into another bear market like we did after 2017. We got a new all-time high in 2017, and then after that, 2018, 2019 were crap. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen again until the next halving event, which is in 2024. So we'll see. Obviously, we have a lot of more adoption in the market, a lot more institutions in there. We got Michael Saylor buying the crap out of it. You got the mining farms hodling it as well. So I think there's a lot less selling pressure in there, and that may sustain the price better than what we had in 2018 and 2019. So we'll see how that plays out. That's just my 2 cents. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought of the numbers, obviously, where you think Bitcoin is going forward, and then we'll go from there. Have a great weekend, guys. Argo video is going to be coming out later on today as well, and we may do another one. So if you enjoy these, obviously subscribe, hit the like button, and the notification bell. Helps me out tremendously, and that's all I ask for. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.